Hello all, and welcome to an impromptu Thursday night stream?
Spooky?
I don't know if it's spooky. In fact, the truth is neither of us know if it's spooky. So I did the spooky credits as sort of a jump start in hopes that it might be a spooky game. But who really knows? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is a game called...
Accessibility.
I'm hoping that any moment it reveals... This is a game called... Oh wait, maybe we're gonna do the credits before... You know what? You'll find out the game title in a second, as we will.
Let us know if the levels are okay.
Yeah, let us know if the levels are okay, because apparently, well, Dread Hunger was terrible. I didn't realize how quiet everyone else was. Hello, Brian. Hello, Ariel. Hello, Carly. This is a game called Conway, by the way. It's a mystery game that came out like a week ago, and I totally didn't even hear about it.
I like it so far.
It's a white paper game. Yeah, I've heard some complaints about it, but I feel like that only prefaced me for tonight, which I'm excited about. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday evening. Anything can be spooky when we're chicken enough.
This game has been likened to the Paynes Creek killings.
Hello, Rip Snort McGee.
For all of those.
Join us on the Discord if you want to chat along, my friend. Discord link is in the description of the video. Lockpicking.
Ooh. Is that supposed to be us? Are we sneaky mofo?
I don't think so, no. Story and sound effects. I know that feeling. Well, you know, I'm just going to talk over this. It's not a bad game from what I've heard. The story is supposed to be good. The issue is there are a number of game-breaking bugs, which can be good or bad. I don't know. Depends on how bad, you know. And the controls are a little wonky, from what I've heard. And the save points are bad, which you all know I hate. But you know what? Hey, Carly nailed it. Paynes Creek Killings got me into PC gaming, and this is a game that is likened to that purely in that it was recommended to me on Steam. But we're going to say it's similar until it's not. It's not a first-person game either. I heard someone complain that it would have been better as a first-person game.
Tell them to start without me. I need to check on Marie.
She'll be fine. You don't need to check on her every 5 minutes.
How great is this? Opening it up with me just complaining about what the game could be.
It's perfect. Everyone loves that.
That will be fine. I wanted to let everybody know how I was feeling.
I'm feeling intrigued by this cloaked, hooded figure.
Me too. On the plus side, the baby was taken.
They stole the baby.
I mean, it is called Disappearance of someone or something, so.
No, it's called Conway.
Conway ... Disappearance.
Oh, there's a colon in there?
Yeah. There's a colon in everyone, but...
Most people.
Oh, that's 14 years later, isn't it? Also, I just finished watching...
For the best part of my later years, I worked as a private investigator. I'd seen many a terrible case. Sadly, most of them unresolved. But in 1954, something terrible and far closer to home happened that I could not avoid. And it happened right here, in Dahlia View.
I was going to say the other reason I was kind of excited to play this is because I just binged Only Murders in the Building, which I think is one of the best TV shows I've seen in a long time. And This gives me vibes about that, in a way. It's always fun starting a new mystery game because you don't know how mystery oriented it is, you know? I always find every time I come into a new escape room or a new whatever, you start noticing things. You know, you're like, okay, well, how important is that going to be? And how important is that going to be?
The police are here. What on earth is all the commotion?
Wheelchair.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's also a wheelchair protagonist, which I
No,
thought
sorry.
was interesting.
I meant that we are third person. You said that's not first person, but I didn't really know what you meant.
Now, where's my camera? I need to see what's going on outside my window.
Oh, so there's a bit of first person stuff.
Yeah,
Now
but like not
I
like,
can get a closer look.
you know.
Cool.
What on earth is all the commotion? Oh, that's Tony Morgan's blood. My God, I hope he's all right. Please let him be all right. Old Mrs. Doer. She's usually peering through her window watching our neighbors. It's past her bedtime.
Reminds me of Rear Window.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bound during abduction. Dear God. Charlotte May, Mr. Morgan's daughter, has been kidnapped.
So Charlotte May, Tony Morgan.
Might have to zoom in a little further. Smashed
Charlotte
pump.
Morgan.
What?
Charlotte
I
Morgan,
must
isn't
have
Well, it
slipped
says
through
Tony Morgan and then Charlotte May.
Should have come to my window sooner.
it? You said Tony's daughter.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's not
Shirley
his-
Downs. She runs the Crow's Nest. Her office overlooks the courtyard.
Is there anything about the wheel mark? There's
Oh,
like,
we're gonna check it all. Don't worry.
Harold Levy owns most of the flats in Dahlia View. I wonder if he saw something.
we're doing okay post Extra Life, Carly. I'm pretty sick, unfortunately, still.
Theodore and Annabelle McKee, I believe. I really should get to know my neighbors better. Chloroform. What on earth?
Okay. So Charlotte May bound during abduction. Father possibly hit. Chloroform used possibly for the. I mean, there's a lot of tire tracks.
Yeah. And then we've got neighbors.
Ah. Seems odd, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just our private observation, though.
A shoe on a roof. I want to know who that is.
Just some dude.
Well, is that Tony Morgan? Like, it's possible he didn't die.
What's that person doing?
That's a cop.
Ah.
Like, taking notes. Come on, you gotta be on your game. I need you tip-top. You're my detective partner, darling.
You're in trouble.
Why?
Because there's nothing tip-top about me.
All right. Flowers. We got her and her dad. In the house. So, yeah, it looks like her dad's alive.
Well, he said, I hope he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he would say that if he saw him right there. Could be anyone.
I don't know. Anything else we're missing? I want to be thorough. Thorough, I say.
Yeah, nothing worse than realizing that you missed something and you can't go back.
Well,
right?
that's...
Looks like you've got everything, though. To me, anyway. Me, the casual observer.
You're not the casual observer. You're the voice inside my head. Yeah, all right. I feel like there should be a picture that I'm able to take here.
Wrong again.
But, all right.
A kidnapping right on my doorstep. It isn't worth thinking about. Imagine if it was Catherine. Time to pay my neighbors a visit and see what they know.
Imagine if it was Catherine.
Imagine if it was Catherine.
Who calf?
What would we do?
Objectives. Something has happened in Dahlia View, but what? I need my camera to see what's going on. Talk to Dahlia View residents in the courtyard and find out what they know about Charlotte May's abduction.
We're on the case.
Twist. We did it.
Twist. We're Charlotte May.
Two tickets. Riverport Pavilion, The Fall of a King, Saturday, June. Starring Sylvie and Hitchcock.
It's going to be a good show. Who are we taking, though? Do we have a lady friend, maybe?
That's the question.
Or boyfriend?
Well, he says, imagine if it happened to what's her name?
Catherine.
Yeah, so I'm assuming maybe a daughter, Catherine, or... Oh, I can zoom in. Welcome to Pinwheel. So we're going to be a judge of how game-breaking these bugs are.
Judge, Judy, and Executioner.
Movement style. Standard. Camera-centric. Standard. I don't know what that means. Ah. Yeah, no, we're going to keep it standard.
Ooh.
Oh.
Lars has got the eyeball emoji going on.
The Fall of King. Oh. King in yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I probably shouldn't have put my camera back. Oh, I didn't put my camera back. It's around my neck.
You always have your camera.
I'm old. Give me a break. Okay. He looks grumpy.
He is grumpy.
No, like one of the seven dwarfs.
No.
Just kidding.
He does look like he needs like a good bath, though. I guess he's probably woken up in the middle of the night.
That's what they want you to think. Drink every time you crash the desktop. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, we'll drink our
Neo Citron.
Sleepy Time Neo Citron.
This is a
Excuse me.
Thursday night stream. This is a Neo Citron.
Neo Citron and water.
Or tea. Flats 5 to 8. Let's start with them.
You're just gonna start door knocking? I
don't
love
know.
this guy. He's just like an old
Just wanna look
upstairs dude who's like, hey,
For
did
real.
you see anything?
Just an old nosy PI.
It's the best.
Who kind of looks like shit. He's all like
It
just,
looks awful.
what's it? Disheveled.
Disheveled.
I don't know anything about this game either. It could be a King in Yellow twist. Who knows? It's not like people don't want to steal my idea.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
the person who invented King
You
in Yellow.
own that. That's your
I'm
idea.
being sarcastic.
Oh, that's a fun little ramp.
That was fun.
Whee! Do it again.
No, I can't go back up.
You certainly can.
I don't want to. Let's read this
Do a wheelie.
terrace. Get out of here, you nerd. This is not a very wheelchair accessible place.
Yeah, man, it sucks.
It's got one ramp.
Charlotte May could only be 7 or 8 years old.
Aw.
Why would someone want to take her?
Sad.
It doesn't make any sense.
Whee!
Alright, that was fun. I give you that.
See?
Yeah. Let's talk to them first.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Good evening.
Terrible what's happened, isn't it?
So you know what happened.
They're looking for a kidnapper. A search is about to start in the Pine Woods.
My sister, Shirley, she owns the pub across the way. The searchers are all meeting there first.
What do you know about the kidnapping, Mr. Conway?
Not much.
You should all have tea.
That's why I'm talking to the pair of you.
You should talk to the old busybody over in her big manor house.
Mrs. Doer.
She knows everything that goes on here. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw the kidnapper.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was the kidnapper.
That's an awful thing to say.
Well, have you seen her? Always
She's
fawning over that
old.
little girl. All alone in that big house. Plenty of room to hide someone.
I can see that you've put a lot of thought into this, Mrs. McKee.
A little too much, love.
Well, I'm not the only one who thinks it.
Oh, blast. What time is it?
It must be a little after midnight by now, surely.
The search is starting.
That's
without
why he looks like
me.
shit.
I have to get my coat. You'll forgive me, Mr. Conway?
Yes, good night.
Good night, Mr. Conway.
We'll talk again soon.
Didn't ask them anything.
Well, we know that we should talk to that other lady.
That's what they
That's
want you
it.
to think. Let's tamper with evidence first.
Just roll your wheelchair right over the bloodstain.
So the kidnapper smashed this during the altercation.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Start pissing on the blood.
Mr. Morgan must have taken quite a hit.
Stop investigating. Never. I'll never stop
It's
investigating.
my life's work.
That's why I'm up at midnight.
It never fails to amaze me what some people are capable of.
Look at that old biddy. Can we look at these chalk drawings? No, just wheel right over them.
Yep.
Good evening, Mr. Levy. Evening. How strange times we live in when a girl can be taken on your doorstep.
You ain't wrong. It's a bloody mess.
Did you see what happened at all?
Whoa, look at his
That's
nose.
a
How
honk.
well
That's
did you
a
know
nose
Charlotte
for
May?
sure.
You lived next door. You must have seen her a lot.
I hope they're gonna clean all this mess up tonight. I got a business to run.
I'm sure this must be a great inconvenience to you.
That reminds me. Rent day tomorrow. Don't be late.
I haven't forgotten.
Good. Keep it that way, and we'll get along just fine.
May I ask what you were doing tonight?
No.
Fair. Very fair. DNA test. It's 1954. Let's take the cigarette.
Yeah.
Daw. Think we can go up to the front door and knock? Ah, we'll wait.
Excuse me, Mr. Conway. May I have a moment?
Fuck off, you old bitty.
Oh, she's the busybody. We want to talk to her.
Yeah, but after.
You think she's going to be like a scene wipe?
No.
Who would tie up a small child?
More importantly, who would tie up a small child and then leave the
And then
tie?
immediately untie the child.
Yeah. I'm more interested in this one.
Miss Downs, do you have a moment?
That guy did look like a Dick Tracy villain.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I can come back if you need some time.
No, it's fine. I'm just... I can't believe this is happening so close to home. Well, maybe I can.
What do you mean by that?
Not everyone in Dahlia View is as they seem, Mr. Conway.
Miss Downs, who are you referring to?
Son of a bitch right there, with the smug look on his face.
Mr. Levy?
Who's gone?
Why not? I mean, what do you really know about him?
Well, I pay him
I
my
love that
rent
everyone
once a
in the
fortnight,
neighborhood is
but
just standing out
no, other
suspiciously
than that,
smoking and eyeing
I
each
didn't
other.
really speak to
It's
them.
1954.
Silent.
Everyone eye fucks and smokes.
He's up to something. You must have noticed all the strange deliveries.
I'm surprised
Come and
she's
going
wearing
at night.
pants.
Yeah, it's
You think he took
1954. She
Charlotte
should be wearing
I wouldn't be
undies.
surprised.
What?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Like
Miss
skirts.
Downs,
Oh yeah.
what are you basing this on?
Experience, Mr. Conway. You'll excuse me, I need to help the police with their search.
Oh, my camera was ready to fight.
Yeah, it was like flying away.
All right, let's talk to this old brat.
Hey,
will
Katie.
we?
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, everyone's faces are very angular. I like it though. It's kind of stylized.
Very stylized.
Do you know what's happened?
Never mind all that. Your daughter is a police officer, is she not?
Ah.
Catherine,
Here.
the police officer.
I found this.
What? That doesn't help.
It's not much of a zoom if it gets
Zoom
blurry.
in
He's like,
and
he's
unfocus.
nearsighted or farsighted or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't see it.
You can zoom, but it won't do
A
you any
brooch.
good.
I found it on the floor here.
Give it to the cop, you
It
dummy.
probably belonged to that poor girl. Thought I'd better pick it
Oh,
up
her
before
tongue is
Shirley
trying to
Downs
get out
gets
of her
hands
head.
on it.
What do you mean by that?
Never mind. Perhaps you can make sure it finds its
Look
way
at it.
to your
Yeah,
daughter.
weird lighting in there.
I will.
It's just trying to get
Thank
out.
you for
It's its own
testing.
thing.
She's
Just
got one of
doing
those
my duty.
dentures that's got like lights.
Can you tell me
like
what you
backlit
meant about Shirley?
dentures.
No,
Good night,
she's a tongue
Mr.
person
Conway.
wearing a granny
Did you
suit.
see anything else?
Just make sure to give your daughter that brooch.
God, why does everyone suck?
There's
getting
Mr.
late.
Morgan.
The cocaine's wearing off.
Yeah, for real. I love if this old detective is just like asking weird questions. Like not like relevant.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Loose spoken. Did you poop tonight?
My name is Robert Conway. I live in flat 23.
Yes, I've seen you around, Mr. Conway.
Well, you see, I thought I'd better come over and check you're okay.
That tongue is coming
Some
for you.
of our neighbors seem to be content just to stare. I'm so sorry to hear about your daughter.
Very kind of you. I'm sorry, but I'm late joining the search.
Oh, his
I've
tongue's
been
getting out
talking
too.
to the police for over an hour.
Of course, I understand. The police officer you spoke to was most likely my daughter.
Is that so?
What?
Yes, she's a very determined young lady.
She didn't come by and say hi,
Anyone is
but
going to find
Yeah.
your daughter. It's her.
There's
I
only
was
one
once a private
female cop in the whole
investigator
city.
myself, so
yeah,
I know how her mind works.
it is 1954.
Well, it's...
Oh, I can voice this guy. It's
I'd like to offer my
Because
services
of the
too.
tongue?
yeah, look at it. It's like right there.
That's
yeah,
really, I'm afraid.
Mr.
there you go. Prince got it.
I'm a father
Yes.
myself. I meant to say that I'm at your disposal.
Of course, he's a father. You just mentioned your daughter.
But the police said that...
All I'd be doing is observing and talking to people.
Hire me.
And if I
need
find
rent.
anything, I'll be sure to share it with Catherine.
Catherine,
My daughter, the police
I
officer.
just told you.
of course.
That reminds me. I have this brooch. Does this mean anything to you?
That's Charlotte Mays.
You see how the simplest detail can be overlooked, even by the police.
Even by my
Best to have
awesome
as many
daughter.
eyes on the case.
I was just about to say, would that not make this creepy old man your prime suspect if you were the
Right.
father?
Would you mind if I kept onto it for a day or so?
Be like, an old man wheeled his way up to me, threatened
Yes, of
me,
course.
and showed me my daughter's brooch the day she went missing.
I would very much like you to return it, though.
As soon as I have something to report back to you, you have my word.
Although presumably
So,
he had some altercation with the
where
kidnapper,
do you
right?
suppose you'd begin?
That's all I want to know.
Right here.
In Dahlia View?
Yes. It's my experience that it's usually someone who knows the victim.
Do you
Man,
mean to
everyone's
tell me
tongue
that
is
one of
just
my-
front
You know what it is?
and
It's
center.
it's the
No,
puppets.
no, I'm
They make them
merely
look like
saying
fucking
it's
puppets for
a
some
logical
reason.
place to start.
No, I
Oh no.
suspect, I suppose.
That's the way it works, I'm sorry to say.
Doesn't he kind of look like a really detailed puppet?
Looking for the real kidnapper.
A little bit.
I can assure you they will be.
Tell me, Mr. Conway, and be honest. Are you going to look for my girl?
No.
I promise you. I'll stop at nothing until I find her.
You know what the issue
For
is?
now,
You
I
never
need
throw
to
tongues
convey
into
all
models,
the
but when you do, you gotta like sync them up with the words, because their tongues are just moving.
Anyone or
They're not.
anyone.
They're
Why
not
not
saying
just make
the
it
words.
dark? It's midnight. We don't need to have a spotlight, center stage, the
This,
tongue.
the silk is like this a little bit.
Well, for now,
For now.
perhaps try to get some rest. Charlotte May needs you to be stronger.
You'll excuse me, Mr. Conway.
Who's
I
DLO?
have to join the search and find my little girl.
That's fair enough.
Detective Light Orchestra.
Good luck.
Evil wheelchair. Da na 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 na.
Yeah, hit and run.
Let's go to his house now.
It's
Yeah, it's not
locked.
working.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, beep. Alright. Back inside, I suppose, for a night of heavy drinking.
No, we gotta join the hunt.
I mean, I don't want to be mean, but I don't think we're going to be
Dad?
super useful.
Oh, it's our daughter, Catherine.
Ah, there she
who's
is.
a police officer, and our daughter.
Dud.
I
Dud.
thought I might bump into you tonight.
The biggest tongue of all.
I shouldn't be here, what with you living so close. Conflict of interest and all.
Are you finished here?
Almost, yes. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. It's poor Charlotte May I'm worried about. Anyway, look at you. I rarely get to see you in your uniform. You look good.
Thank you. I wish it was a little more comfortable.
Catherine, can I ask, what have you found?
I'm not allowed to tell you, you know that. Besides, I don't have all the details myself, and my sergeant isn't...
Someone didn't get paid enough to animate those tongues.
Hang in there. You're an asset.
What'd you call me?
They'll come to see how intelligent you are.
You're an asshole, Dad. You're an asshole.
Storms
All I
off.
can say is that it looks as though Tony Morgan's daughter has been...
Make sure you like the video if you're watching it.
May I ask
I never
why
say
they
that
sent
enough,
you the
and we never get
pirates?
any likes.
Do they know where the kidnapper went?
I'm playing a tiny violin for us right now.
No, it's not a big deal, but I realize I never ask, so why would anyone care?
Can't be seen to be doing nothing. And the locals suggested the woods, so...
Dear God. I perhaps wonder if I should talk to my neighbors again.
Hang on, again?
Yes, Catherine, I've been thinking, and...
Dad,
What?
I know this is happening on your doorstep, but please don't get any ideas.
I feel like this is
I'm
old
not sure
Arthur
if you're a
Lester.
person, you know that.
You don't
After the whole,
Aw.
after the king is gone, and he's got like a daughter and
Well,
a new daughter.
do the police
Yeah, you
have
get a
any
new daughter
ideas?
sometimes.
You get a new daughter sometimes. You cash
I'd
out.
like to help.
I want to do this on my own.
I didn't realize what this means to you.
I forget
I meant
streams
to
or
say-
videos too. Me too. Me
I want to
too.
do it the right way. By the book. Please promise me.
Okay.
I hate saying like and subscribe. That's why.
leave
That's
the
why we.
police work up to you.
I hate saying like and subscribe, which is why we've had 5,000 subscribers for the
Mess me
last
off.
2 years.
Carly says
Stop it
animating
before
dialogue
you
is always
press.
tricky. On 3D models, you almost
Sergeant
never
is
want to
really
animate the
interested in
tongue unless it's
something.
a th
Well,
or L
you'd
sound
better
because
hurry.
it looks weird.
That's what I mean. They didn't
That's
sync it up.
awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you for the
I'm off.
tidbit, Carly.
Please go back inside. You'll catch a chill.
Night, my love.
Night, Dad.
You didn't even give her the pin. Did you give her the pin?
No, you forgot like an old poop.
The last thing I want is to upset Catherine. I can tell how serious she is about her case. I've never seen her so driven. I suppose I'll still develop the
I
photos.
mean, she
and
was
take them for
mildly
privacy.
interested.
I might have captured
most.
something that the police
Yeah, she
would
didn't
want.
give a shit about you, man. She didn't even come by
I
and say
won't
hi.
be stepping on Catherine's toes if I stay in my flat, out of the way.
So we don't help with the search.
Oh yeah, now his hair is gonna look much nicer.
No. He's still
You disheveled fuck.
I love that he took a picture of the brooch so that he could see the brooch that he has.
Lars says
the
that
police have marked out several pieces of evidence that are likely related to the attack. However, Mrs. Doer handed me a brooch that was found at the scene. Mr. Morgan later confirmed it belonged to Charlotte May. Could the brooch be a missing piece of the puzzle?
Oh.
Answer question to solve evidence board. Connect the pin to the question for the relevant piece. Right, so we got... Oops, sorry. We got the blood, we got the broken vase, we got them. We got the old bitty, we got the chloroform rag, and we got the thing. So we want to connect that with that, right? Because that's who gave it to us.
So, if Mrs. Doer was right about where she found the brooch, it means the kidnapper must have come past her manor house at some point during the abduction. I forgot to give Catherine the brooch.
Yeah.
There just hasn't been a good time.
I mean, there was, but...
It sounds like I have mail.
Yeah, we know.
Now what's this?
Stop investigating. Leave it alone.
Just put it back in.
That's it. Stop it. I could zoom. I could stop examining. I believe those are my options.
You can stop what?
Oh, I can turn it with this.
Did you say examinating?
Give me a break. I'm tired. I apologize for my shortness last night, Mr. Conway. I realized that you were trying to help me. I've already told the police, but the only people I think I could have taken my Charlotte May are our neighbours. The McKees, Old Levy, Shirley Downs, and old Miss Starr all have access to the courtyard. You said yourself. I think you might be onto something. More eyes on a case can only be a good thing. Thank you again for offering to help. Read. Oh wait, I just did that.
Mr. Morgan's note implicates most of his neighbours. I had suspected as much.
I love making string
Now
boards.
I have something
Yes, so
solid
good.
to work with.
And a picture of Charlotte May.
Catherine has asked me not to get involved.
But fuck her anyway.
But I've already promised Mr. Morgan I'll find Charlotte May. I should have told Catherine there and then. I'm already involved.
Stop
I
examining.
can feel it again. That drive, that first pull at the yarn. It's all on this evidence board. Suspects, victims, items found at the scene. I have everything.
Does anyone else kind of get the vibe, and I know the game's not going for it, does
All
anyone else
that
get the
remains is
vibe that this guy's terrible
over my
at
neighbours.
investigating? Like,
And
That's
I
why
can still
she's
give
begging him to
Catherine
leave it
a
alone.
space.
yeah, like, I know they're trying to build
If
this
the whole
guy
town
up.
is searching the Pinewoods.
That's great.
Someone needs to keep an eye over Dahlia View.
To me, this almost... It's because it's so borderline not that way, you know, but... If this were a clever show with like a really high rating that I stumbled upon, I would naturally assume that you're meant to think this guy is terrible just because of the way they've made him seem and what he's done. Like, he's got a string board with the 4 people he talked to last night and a picture of the girl, and he's like, I'll solve this. It's like, okay, Dad. Pat,
Sure.
pat, pat.
I've been sitting watching my
He said
neighbours
most of his
for-
cases went unsolved. That's right.
But I've seen nothing of any use for my evidence board. Tony Morgan suggested that the McKees were acting strangely around Charlotte May. I heard Theodore return home earlier this evening, but didn't manage to get a glimpse. Charlotte May is counting on me to find her.
It's a nice apartment
So
complex.
far,
I mean...
drawn a blank.
I've never sold a
Perhaps the
case
McKees
before,
are innocent.
but this will be my first.
Only time will tell.
I'm due for a...
A
for
real
break.
investigator. I need to take more pictures. Pictures.
He's just an old perv.
I'll take a picture.
All of his cases are like the
Oh.
mystery of the neighbors
Oh,
under
look at that.
fence.
That's good. Okay. Time to get serious about this. It's a pipe. This pipe. This could be the one that
It
she
leads all the
took.
way to the top.
Yes. I'll have to go down and assault him. Just make wild, outlandish theories. Now do I get to pitch this?
Why on earth is there a shoe on Harold Levy's roof? Wonders never cease.
So that went yellow. I wonder if I can take pictures of things that... Yeah, there we go.
People are leaving flowers on Mr. Morgan's doorstep
As if.
He must be allergic to flowers. I kind of just want him to make constant wrong accusations. Mr. Morgan signing missing portraits. Perhaps he's not left-handed.
Mr. Morgan is writing missing posters by hand.
Who the fuck does he think
been
he
there
is?
all evening.
For real.
Does he think he has better lettering than a typewriter?
Now I kind of want to make a hilarious thing about an investigator who just keeps
Annabelle
doing
and
shit
Theodore seemed
wrong.
normal enough when we spoke last night.
It's our next
By their account, they didn't seem much at all.
RPG.
Yeah, for real.
Why would Mr.
Just a
Morgan
hapless
ask me to
fool.
watch them?
Mrs. Morgan farted when she came home.
He seems quite eager to talk.
You have infinite film.
He's going to hit her.
No.
Theodore looks unhappy about I don't know what. He's pacing back and forth. It seems heated.
He did what? He did what?
Do you think this is like, what was that, Night Trap game? Where, like, you have to be watching all the different windows all the time, or else you're gonna miss the teenagers
Night Trap was
dancing?
too difficult. This is not that difficult. We're gonna solve this with our hands down.
I still have no idea what the problem is.
I just want to keep. I want to cut out that audio and replay it constantly. I have no idea what they're talking about. I have no idea where I am. I love the idea too that he's like constantly like ordering dinner for himself. Like he's like, a steak from the corner will help my mind. And then the next night he's like, a steak and potato will be a good healthy dinner. I deserve it because of all the work I've been doing. Just constantly.
And now, Annabelle has seen something just out of my view. Whatever it is, she's horrified by it. What on earth is it?
A sock
Filled with semen.
he forgot to put away.
His semen sock. Oh my god, I would totally solve mysteries in Retirement Plan. There's a great show.
What are you thinking, Annabelle?
There's a great show that you should check out, Tara, because you liked Only Murders in the Building. Called... What's it called? So Jason Schwartzman.
She's got a knife.
Is she gonna do a murder?
Jesus. No. She's going to... No. She wants Theo to use it.
Seems like a rat caught in a trap or some shit. It's called... Oh my god, what the hell is it called? It's with Jason Schwartzman, Ted Danson, and Zach Galifianakis. And it's called... I mean, you can Google it by the time I figure it out. Bored to Death. It's called Bored to Death.
He doesn't know which one to use.
I think she's just frustrated that he did such a bad job of baby-proofing their apartment. That he left the knife and the meat cleaver. And
No, it's... Listen. It's going to be a rat in a trap, and they're sad, and they have to, like, put it down or something. Or a bird or something, you know?
Theo, don't do it.
Like, it's obviously not the girl.
Whatever it is, take pause of yourself.
No, it's gonna be the girl.
Yeah,
You
this is
could've taken a
it. Just
picture there.
ends. She just clubs her to death in the
Yeah.
corner, like in front of everyone.
Take picture. Yeah.
Theo, who are you talking to? Is that a practice swing? Dear God. What? I just...
Whoa. Whoa.
Some time has passed since I saw Theo hit something with a mallet. I didn't actually see anything. No proof. I have no evidence at all.
Hard cut. 40 minutes lit.
Wow, they closed all the windows, hey?
Now they're going to
Annabelle
drag
is
something out
back
in a
at the
bloody
door.
bag. Watch. And then we're going to go to the trash. We're going to open it. It's going to be like something. They're going to catch us. And then we're going to have to figure out that it was a fucking
What in
cat.
God's name?
Shit.
What are you doing?
Well, if you would help me.
I'm not touching that thing.
It's a cat that got sick,
It's your idea.
ate the poison or something, and they put it out of its misery. Well, the curtains. No, not the curtains.
It's like a litter of dead puppies or
Out of
something.
here.
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
Hurry up.
Ooh.
Mr. Morgan,
Hello, Annabelle.
lovely evening.
Yes, I suppose so. Please, if you don't mind, I have something...
It's just all so sad, isn't it?
Please, I really do need to be going.
I'm so sorry, of course.
It's fine, Annabelle.
If there's anything I can do, you won't hesitate to ask.
Whoa.
What should I do?
Nothing, because it was
Catherine
clearly a
asked me not to get
red
involved.
herring.
But this...
Time to do some detectiving.
That's what I do
It's not
best.
over until it's over. I think I need to pay the McKees a personal call.
As opposed to what everyone asked me to do so far. Slowest fade out. Yeah, Terry, you should watch Bored to Death. It's really good. The whole concept, which I think is so funny, is a successful mystery writer. You know, somebody who writes murder mysteries. After his latest book
slept at all.
gets bored and he's
can't
like, I'm
fully
going to be a
explain
PI.
what I observed
So he
last
just
night.
full out dives headfirst
I
into it,
can't
trying
shake the
to
image
solve
of Charlotte
mysteries the way
May
he writes them with his hapless best friend and his boss. And it's really funny. It's a great subversion of tropes, you know. And it's on HBO, so it's, it's a good one.
Is this 9 a.m. the next day?
One day missing.
I presume.
I thought the days of me developing reel after reel of film were behind me. I almost miss it. Bar the mess.
It is a great show.
When Charlotte May is found, I need to take another holiday. Catherine would love to see Pinwheel again, I'm sure.
British intelligence
Sounds like a lifetime
saves the day.
Look at me now. The police are searching out in Riverport. They haven't seen what I have, and it's too soon to involve them. What if I'm wrong?
You are wrong. We all
Miss
know
you,
you're wrong,
old
dude.
friends.
Do you really think they would kidnap a girl and then that afternoon club it in front of an open window, wrap it in a fucking carpet from their house, and just drive it away?
They're the worst murderers in the world.
For real. I'd just be like, oh no, that's obviously not it. Hee 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 hee.
Oh no, you're gonna flood the place.
No, it automatically turned off. I have one of those automatically turning off taps.
Now, to gather some evidence from the McKees. I'll need my bag if I'm going to gather any real evidence.
The one that's strapped to the back of your chair?
Is that a bag?
I don't know. The brooch.
Oh, his bag's down there, right?
That one?
Yes.
Now,
I've solved the mystery of where I left my bag. I'm the greatest detective on earth.
My first win.
if they did kill Charlotte May in their pantry last night, then surely they would have left some evidence behind.
Clearly he's so dumb, though. He's like, any investigator, and I'm talking about even the most amateurish, would be like, oh, well, obviously that wasn't her. The fact that he's even floating the possibility of it just shows how dumb he is. This is a story about a dumb investigator who's dumb.
I feel bad about him now. I want to defend him against you.
Why?
'Cause he's trying his best.
He's not.
Baby.
He's self-centered scowl face. He constantly looks angry.
The McKees really did kill Charlotte May last night, then there must be some evidence left in their pantry.
The writing leaves something to be desired.
Honestly, so far the biggest frustration for me is how slow he reads his lines. To me, it's his pacing that is starting to get on my nerves. He reads every line as if he's waiting for a soft, warm soup to be poured down his belly
a soft,
and
warm
across
soup?
his button. And if I could... It just bothers me.
Take stamp.
Is this part of it, or is it like one of those stupid bonus
No,
things?
take it. Take the stamp.
The McKees live at number 8 on this floor.
The McKees live at number 8 on this... the lowest of floors. I just love him to be like, the McKees live on 8.
I wonder if there's anything left to find at all. What if I'm too late?
Anyone murdering anyone in there?
Soft, warm soup.
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. McKee. We spoke a few days ago.
Yes.
Yes, I can tell you haven't
please call
showered
me
since.
Annabelle, of course. Yeah. I'm sorry it's taken me so long to get around to you.
That's fine.
You're defending him too much.
I'm sorry. How is it I can help, Mr. Conway?
Well, it's all a bit sensitive, I'm afraid. I wondered if I might have a word in private, if you would.
Well,
Mrs. McKee, Annabelle, I'd rather not state my purpose out here in the hallway where any one of your neighbors might be listening. Wouldn't you agree?
Looks to shut doors.
Of course. Why don't you step inside for a moment?
Excellent idea.
I'm not stepping,
too much
but
of your time.
You ignorant.
Sure you have your hands full.
So, what's the purpose of all this, Mr. Conway? I hope it's not about what we... Well, why don't you get to it?
Of course. Well, it's actually quite simple.
Is he just gonna come out
I'm
and say
sure
it?
you've heard that I was once
Maybe.
a private investigator. Well, nonetheless, Mr. Morgan has asked me if I would look into everyone who knew Charlotte May.
I see. And so you've come to look at us?
Look, let me be straight. I've been an investigator my entire life, and I have a...
You've just said
sense about people, you might say.
Is that so?
Tara says she's watched a lot of true crime documentaries and TV shows, and there are a lot of dumb murderers out there, though.
It's true. But
hey, fair enough.
It would put Mr. Morgan's mind at ease if I ask some basic questions anyway. What do you say?
Well, however we can help. As long as it's not too long is all.
Oh, no, of course not. All I need you to do is tell me in your own words what you did on the night that Charlotte May was taken.
Right. But I thought you...
Before you begin, I'm sorry to ask, but would you mind if I used your lavatory?
No, not at all. It's right behind you.
Thank you. And please, Annabelle, you look worried.
I love that he came downstairs and just like,
shit in her apartment.
Do you mind if I
don't
just
like shitting
wreck
in my
the
apartment.
place?
I want to shit on yours.
I've been waiting
She's
until I
lying.
could.
It's written all over her. Time
What?
to find out why.
Accessibility, if enabled, hold dragged in. What? What?
Yeah, let's just go
A
through
letter.
trash.
I can read it. Ugh. Ugh.
It's a doctor's note addressed to Annabelle.
Ah, she had a
experiencing some pain.
Pregnancy issue. Did he say ooh?
No, he said,
I thought he went ooh. Women.
Ooh. Man, I love a 1950s medicine cabinet.
Mr. Conway,
I'm pooping.
can I offer you a cup of tea?
Yes, 2 sugars.
Just standing there like a weirdo.
He's like, to sell my ruse, I must fart now. Ugh.
I thought she'd never leave.
What's the soap? Oh, I'm zooming in and I'm not. Yes. Soap.
Any drugs?
Oh, a
Oh.
ticket.
Ticket!
A tram ticket.
I love that.
She can clearly
Yeah, he's just
hear
taking
the sound
photographs.
of him taking pictures. Just a quick selfie. The
Just
lighting in here
trying
is
to
quite
take a picture
flattering.
of my poo.
Just want to do a quick
Is there anything else in this?
Instagram post. Wash my hands.
Is there anything else in this
Complete
cabo?
The ruse.
Oh yeah, she was spraying this shit when we came in too.
Oh, spray it.
Center. Soap. Pot.
Oh, she's a weed addict.
She smokes
She's got
the
2
weed.
pots.
Can I put these back now?
Oh yeah, should we put them back the way that we
It's
found
not
them?
letting me.
She's gonna come in and be like,
Why did you move my little bottles?
I was looking for
Should I
barbiturates.
Flush this.
Oh, nice.
Wash my hands.
Yep.
Have a poo.
Pick up
Scrub,
the soap.
scrub.
Yes, the illusion is complete.
Leave it running.
Better flush a second time. Just
I
in
love how the
case.
timer was on how many sugars I
I
wanted.
apologize. Where were we? Ah, yes. You were going to tell me what you were doing on the night that Charlotte May was taken.
I've been thinking about it, and there's not much to say.
Literally anything would help.
Well, I remember it clearly. I think everyone here knows exactly where they were. It was so shocking.
Where's the stove?
I'd made Theo his
it's
tea in the
around.
afternoon at about 3 and wrapped it up for him to have later.
Tea?
He was working
in
all
the
day over at Levy's
afternoon?
garage and performing later that night. I went to the shops at some point, I think. I didn't see Charlotte May at all that day, and I was out of town for most of the night. I think the last time I saw her was on the Wednesday. She was playing outside between her homeschooling, as I recall.
I'll stop you there if you don't mind. Instead
That's
of
where I
Thor's
ended.
performance, I think it would be more beneficial to talk about what you and your husband were doing whilst Charlotte May was being taken.
Right. I see. What time was that?
You don't remember clearly. I was sitting in my flat at the time. 10 o'clock is when I first noticed something was happening. I had a good view from my window. I imagine you'd have a good view from your kitchen window also. Perhaps even your pantry.
Actually, Mr. Conway, I'm sorry. I feel awfully uncomfortable talking about this without Theo here. I think it's best I don't answer anything he might object to.
You're right. I completely agree. He usually takes his break around now, does he not?
Perhaps.
Would it be possible for you to go and get him so that we might continue the conversation?
Leave me in your
I
apartment.
don't think that's a good idea, Mr. Conway. In fact, I think I'd feel better if we ended the conversation here, if it's all the same to you.
No, you're right. If you don't feel it appropriate, then best not to bother him.
Thank you.
I was hoping to clear it all up today, you see. I'd hate to have to bother you tomorrow or the day after, or even the day after that. It's not in my character to be a nuisance. However, I did promise Mr. Morgan. Perhaps I'll return later on.
Wait.
All right, I'm digging.
If
That's a
it's
good
not going to
tactic.
take too long, I could
It's a real soft way
fetch
to
him
be
now, and we could
pushy.
Hi, I'm gonna be really persistent.
Yeah.
It would put Mr. Morgan's mind at ease, I'm sure.
All right. All right. I like that.
Okay,
That's the first movies made in this entire game that I'm kind of like,
best you come with
that's
me.
actually pretty fucking slick, you know?
The stairs, you see. No, I'll wait here for you.
Fine, just wait here.
Time to do some snoops.
It's just a very clever veiled threat.
Obviously, we
Now,
want that key.
to get that key down.
Bonk. Bonk.
I don't think that's the strategy they wanted to do.
It's moving.
Oh.
Really? Sorry, what was that? You were saying how awesome I am?
Just bonk harder. Yeah.
Almost
You get a run at it. Bonk.
This controls are very weird. Okay, there we go. So it's left and right, I guess.
Nice.
Well, that was easier than I thought.
Yeah, well, how are you going to put it back, goofball?
It's locked.
Oh.
Charlotte, were you in here? Give me something.
A screw. Think we're actually timed?
No.
Nah, me neither. Milk, like almost for a cat or something.
That looks like a good baguette.
So way too much food. These people are rich.
Rich, rich.
They have an allotment. Good idea.
The fuck does that mean?
I think it's like a... I don't know. How do I shut the fucking curtains on this one? Or I'll just take that? I don't need to see all your food tins.
Looks as though they scrubbed the place clean last night.
Why?
Because they own one cleaning thing. Oh, we can...
I know. Why can't I take that? Oh, I gotta hold it down.
Take. Yeah, use the key.
Screw it back on. Stuff always makes it annoying. It's like tedious. Oh, now press this to unscrew.
Harlan has to move his mouse to unscrew.
I always find that stuff silly.
Please let me be wrong.
You are wrong. Everyone knows it. Just gonna take a picture. It's gonna be a dead.
Bleached head to toe. I'm too late. There's nothing left to see.
What are we gonna find?
Put your shit back. He's not gonna put the shit back. He's like, whatever. Or the key?
They're not back yet. Then there's still time to search the flat.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Well, I'm going to this other door that she locked. Oh, the one that I can't get to. Because the angle won't let me. I'm wedged somewhere.
Lara says, oh, they own floor polish to clean up their murders.
Murder polish.
There's a note in
What's
the
up,
fireplace on the other side.
How cool would it be to have a... I've never seen that.
In a real house?
I've never seen a fireplace that goes through.
I've seen it one time. No, I've seen it 2 times before.
I've never seen it.
Definitely one of those fucking ritzy things.
There's a note in the fireplace. I can't get it out with my bare hands. Seems to be a list of medicines.
For her pregnancy. Come on, dude. She miscarried.
Are you an idiot? I'm going to finish their fucking puzzles. What I'm going to do.
Yeah, do it.
I can't stand to see an incomplete picture.
What a jerk.
He's an asshole for sure.
While I waited for you to come back and answer my bullshit questions, I finished your puzzle and played with your shit.
Also, I completed your
Another
Sudoku.
postage. Also, I shit all over your bathroom. Again. We already
Totally
did this.
ruined it. You're welcome.
Nothing interesting.
Yes. I'll open up the clock. Classic. So this must be timed because there's no way I can just look at everything. So let's do one of these scribbledy scribbles.
I wonder what was last written on this notepad.
I need a pencil.
I like that you can kind of hear the sounds from other apartments.
Pencil on the thing.
What do you know?
There we go. A pencil. A clue.
It would appear these people are literate.
What? Use. No? That I feel like that should work, no? Maybe I need a
Do you
piece
have
of
to take
paper.
the cap off or something?
Sweetness had to die. It's almost like she miscarried.
Zip.
Oh, piano pin.
Mm.
I'm an idiot. I thought it said piano pen.
I did too.
So what the hell's a piano pin?
I don't know, but you took it.
Something's blocking these keys from the other side. £45.
I'll take that.
If I were a lesser man, I'd take it and live comfortably for the rest of the year. There's no way Theo's boss pays him this much.
I'll just leave that piano open.
Music sheets.
For real, she's gonna come back and be like, "Did you trash this place?"
I guess we don't care. We're investigators, but not that investigaty. Also, she'd be like, "Did you also leave the thing on? I don't understand what you've been doing." put on a record. You shit all over our house.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Did I not?
No, my baby don't care for me. Just because she says she do. If my baby really care for me.
I helped myself to everything in your flat. I hope you don't mind.
I ate all the food in your fridge. Oh.
Oh.
Check next time. These vinyls are too expensive to waste.
Kitchen drawer.
They have a fancy fireplace and one pencil.
Just because she says she do.
I mean, that looks like one. But I can't see it.
Gotcha.
Where's the pencil gone? Annabelle, you can hear I'm recording. Well, check next time. These vinyls are too expensive to waste. All I want is the pencil. Try the living room. We'll have to start this whole thing over again.
No, not done yet.
Oh, there's no date. I can't link it to the kidnapping.
We'll just leave it there.
I mean, this guy's the worst investigator.
Yep.
They have to be back any second, right?
Nah. She takes the stairs one at a time.
The police are still here. I hope Catherine doesn't see me like this.
Can we open the cello case?
Oh, right. 1923 or 1932?
1932, I think.
Where was the cello case? It was right in the corner here. Ah.
Bingo.
There's a gun!
Ah.
Theo has a sister back home somewhere.
They're home.
Annabelle, it's Shirley.
Damn.
Are
It's
you
Annabelle's
in?
sister.
Look, if you're in there, I want to say sorry about the other night. Are you there? I love you, Annie. You know that, don't you? Everything I say, I say it because I want to protect you. Anyway, I'm posting the key back through the door.
Yoink.
Yes.
I love you.
Don't mind if I do.
I'll just steal these keys.
Is there any other place in this house that we need keys for? Oh. Key 1, key 4. Let's start with key 3. Or just
Perfect.
do it on the first try.
Yeah, you did it.
Is this the baby room they never got to use? Oh, it's
You
the
can
bedroom.
tell a lot about a person from their bedroom.
How
This
much
is
they
clearly
fuck.
Annabelle's space. Expensive lipsticks.
Old timey
Surely Theo's
cosmetics are
wage
so
can't pay
cool.
for all this.
Yeah.
Blue mist. Looks brand new.
A combination look. This man is a snooping dream?
It needs something to wind it.
He's the snoopiest Snoop.
He really is. Huh?
They had a view of Mr. Morgan's home. They could have easily seen Charlotte May every day.
Chloroform. Oh, bleach.
More bleach.
Because they don't like a dirty house. Let's be real. If everyone who had bleach in their house was a murderer, there would be a million murderers.
Toothpaste.
Ah. The tool of a murderer.
I'm a vampire. My reflection is shown.
Annabelle is obsessed with cleaning.
Or she just likes
Make
to
a
have
note
clean
of it.
house.
Make a note.
Obsessed
I'm going to
with
stick
clean
the
teeth.
toothbrush on my dick. This guy is truthfully just a terrible racist. And he's like trying to find any reason he can to ruin these people's lives. Ah, another bar of soap.
Clean freaks. Of the worst
Monsters.
kind.
Smells fresh.
I was in your bedroom sniffing your towel.
Fresh to death.
I'm missing something because I can't leave this room yet. The tubba-wub-wub.
Absolutely spotless. You'd never even know a mechanic lived here.
Unread notepad entries. Why is Mackenzie's bedding
box at the
box?
foot of their bed is padlocked and needs a combination. Why would they lock away their bedding? Seems very odd.
It's not a bedding. What am I missing in this room?
She comes home and you're like, just had to try out the other bathroom.
I had to shit again.
I spoke too soon. What on earth is inside?
Ah.
Ooh. Open up.
Yes.
Okay, that's a bit weird. That one.
That she does
Put
the
the
thing?
key for the music box in the bottle of bleach.
She can do whatever she wants. It's her fucking house.
True.
You can tell a lot about somebody.
Now can you open it?
Shirley and Annabelle are close sisters. I don't know what they're currently arguing about, but they seem to love each other very much.
And a pearl earring.
I'll steal that.
Alright, well that doesn't give us... Ah.
Is Annabelle having an affair?
3283.
I'm sure it's just the first love note that Theo ever wrote her. You know what I mean?
All of this is explainable. The only thing that's not explainable is an old man going through every single
Just
thing.
like, let me open every locked cabinet in your house.
Oh, this is strange.
Oh.
What's this then?
What do you mean, what's this? It's the whole reason we're here.
The mallet I saw Theo use last night.
I'll just put
I've
my
got
hands
you.
all over it. Destroy any
Did you hit Charlotte May with this? Damn, the McKees are coming back.
Well then, what do you want me to say?
Look, I'm still rotating it. That's awesome.
He's been in there
You
for
see it?
ages.
Why did you leave him then?
You really want me to go through that right now?
Okay. Just don't say anything that he might...
He might what?
Well, you know how you are.
What's your plan here, dude? You're in their
Think I'm that
bedroom.
stupid. Now shh. Let's just go inside.
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, he's fine.
Try
What?
key.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, the door is unlocked now. Oh.
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Hello, Theodore.
Amongst with everything
Anne
else.
says
It gave
Tony
me like no
Morgan
time to
asked me
do
to
that, and
investigate
additionally
his
didn't let me
daughter's
change the
disappearance.
keys.
That's right, but I'm sure she's also told you that it's merely a form.
I was just telling Mr. Conway he's wasting his time. Because we don't know anything about it.
Aren't you retired, Mr. Conway?
Well, I'm not here officially, Mr. McKee, just as a friend of Tony Morgan's. But I do appreciate you making the time.
Well, like Anne said, we had nothing to do with Charlotte May, so I don't know how I could help. And I don't have long, I'm afraid. Mr. Levy isn't very happy with me stepping out of work.
I appreciate it all the same.
Well, shall we move into the living room?
Of course. Please, after you.
I'll be with you in a moment.
The notepad is clearly drawn on.
Straight up.
It's so funny.
I'd like to know what you were doing at the time of the attack, if you wouldn't mind.
And the key's no
Maybe
longer
start
up
at
there.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Well, I was at a gig that
And the
night,
puzzle's
so
finished.
I was playing down at Sugar Ducks men's club.
I'm gonna be mad if
Harold,
none
my
of them are
boss,
like,
hasn't
what the
paid me
fuck were
for
you
a few
doing in here
months,
all
so
this time?
I'm so
I've had to start
confused.
making money elsewhere. I remember I got home around 10:40, I think. I went straight into my music room. I had a song in my head I just had to get out.
Sugar Ducks?
So nothing to do with Charlotte May.
Nothing to do with Charlotte May, you say?
Nothing at all.
I wonder why Tony Morgan would want me to come and talk to you.
I have no idea. I've never had a problem with the man.
Maybe he saw something that made him suspicious.
Like what?
Does his house look onto yours? I have a good view of your home from mine. Well, perhaps not a good view, but I can see into your kitchen and your pantry.
Are you spying on us, Mr. Conway?
Very good, Mr. McKee. No, I'm just wondering what on earth Tony Morgan might have seen to make him so suspicious.
Did he say he'd seen something?
No.
Well, then, I suppose that's that.
Well, thank you for humoring me. I'm sorry, my mind does tend to wander.
It's fine.
I like
Mr.
that your
Conway.
bag is still like glowing, kind of.
Ah, yes. You were saying
bag?
you
Yeah.
entered your music.
Underneath your arm, it's like, pick me up.
Oh.
In your bag.
Anyway, I think I was in my music room all the way up until...
I'll be with you both in a second. Don't wait for me.
Okay, my love. I
Did she
was
not
in my
notice the
room
bedroom was open?
until Anne
think she's
called me
gonna
out.
notice it now.
She heard a smash or something. Anne was visiting a friend that night, but I think she was.
So I
back
have to
just
ask these
before me,
questions in
and
order, I think.
she was
Because
in
if I
her
don't,
bedroom.
it just ends
So
it. Yeah.
by all accounts, she's the one who heard it.
Like I've
Or
been
maybe
asking.
you only get to ask one.
Oh,
We'll
let's
see.
find out.
You didn't hear the smash yourself.
No, there aren't any windows in my music room, and I was writing a song at my piano.
So Annabelle heard it.
I know. I found $50 that I kept.
You say you heard a smash or something. Could you think back and tell me exactly what happened?
Anne came in. She said, something's going on outside, that I should take a look. That was when I realized she was home.
And that's when you
Put my
came
penis
out.
away.
That's right.
And you say you didn't know Annabelle was home yet?
Like I said, I couldn't hear anything. What with my music?
So she could have been home longer.
I suppose, but I don't think she was.
And what did you see once you were outside?
Tony Morgan, laying on the floor. All our neighbors taking a look. Then the police came.
Nothing else? Not Charlotte May and not the kidnapper?
I spoke to you briefly.
Could you imagine if he's like,
Fair enough.
"Oh, of course I saw the kidnapper.
Please.
Yeah.
It was Levy. What do you mean? Oh, you didn't know that?
It couldn't have
Should've
been
just asked me.
or me, you see, because we weren't here most of the night. And in any case, the Sugar Ducks are a good.
She's just walking around, looking at all the things that we
if I was
left
missing
out.
from my gig, wouldn't you
It's
think?
good.
I'm sorry. I'm confused. Is this all you want to know? What I was doing that night? Nothing else?
Noticed?
What people would have noticed you missing? A neighbor, perhaps? Anyone from Dahlia View?
No, just the locals at the Sugar Ducks.
Your boss.
It sounds like he's saying
Harold,
sugar ducks,
does
which I
he
like
ever
very
come to
much.
Wah, wah, wah.
Not very often. No.
Sweet little ducks.
Doesn't he like your music?
I think he does. He's just a busy man. I don't understand. Are you gonna be speaking with him too?
Well, perhaps. It depends where my investigation leads me.
Investigation?
Forgive me. Old habits. I meant to say this conversation. Perhaps just carry on with what you were saying.
Sorry about that. I was making sure that things were, where we left them.
I was just saying that Mr. Conway is wasting his time because we were both out of town for most of the night. Isn't that right, my love? You were at a friend's, weren't you? You already paid for a tram ticket. That's why you couldn't come to the gig.
Well, actually, Theo, I wanted to talk to you about that, but it can wait till later.
Talk to me about what? Tell him you're out of town.
Don't you have to get back to work?
Actually, I think I do have to go, Mr. Conway. I'm sorry I couldn't be more help. You'll excuse me.
Thank you for your time, Theodore.
Weird.
Let's just let that moment hang in the air.
Yeah, let her sweat a little.
So you paid for your tram ticket. I wonder what good a ticket is if you don't end up using it. Perhaps you forgot where you were that night.
I wonder if all the questions give
Mr.
us the same
Conway.
answers.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you've more than outstayed your welcome. I don't know why I agreed to talk to you in the first
Welcome.
place.
I was never welcome.
You must think me awfully dense if you think I don't know what you were doing while I was gone. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Do you understand? This is a job for the police, not some old has-been playing detective.
Well...
Not wrong.
Dense? No, not at all. In fact, I think you're smarter than you're letting on. Smart enough to have your husband kill a child and then cover it up in the dead of night.
Get out. Now.
Nuh-uh. Wonder how open this game is.
That went as well as could have been expected.
Probably not very.
I don't know. Could that have been so different? I'm curious. It's interesting how knowledge about a game like this can change the way you view it. Should we pause for a moment?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that they would have come home until you had entered the bedroom and uncovered all of that.
Which I agree with.
Right?
Additionally, there was only one thing I could have hit, which was the door.
Yeah.
The question is, do you think she would have said the same stuff? To me, it was vague enough that it still applies to every single thing we left out. You know? Because she checked for the key on top of the cabinet as we came into the living room, remember?
Mm-hmm.
I was animated. So there's just no way that she wouldn't have done that, and there was no option for us to put it back.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I think her saying, you must think I'm awfully dense, you know, which to me says all that's sort of pre-scripted, which to me is the illusion of choice. To me, the questions are also the illusion of choice. I'm thinking, like, especially with the timer, regardless of whether we said friends or dense or whatever, I think she probably would have just said the same sort of generic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which, unfortunately, makes me much less interested in the game, because it's kind of like no matter what you say, it's just going to do its own thing. But I think we're going to end here anyway, Brian, unless you're feeling totally different.
No, I mean, I'm feeling sleepy.
Yeah,
personally.
me too. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Conway, the something detective. I'm going to do a bit of research. I'm going to see how open-ended this game is, and you let us know what you think. If you like it, we can keep going with it. If you're sort of so-so on it, let us know. If you're like, no, thank you, then let us know. Or if you're really interested, we could just do it for you guys. But you let us know. Check out my new graphic. Isn't that a fun way to just, like...
It's so cool.
It definitely adds more energy, which is kind of what I wanted for before
dynamic.
the stream starts. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a wonderful night, as always. And we will see you maybe this weekend. Maybe we'll stream some more of this. Maybe we'll stream something else if we didn't like this, but whatever. Anyway,